Alright, what's going on, you guys? Your boy Frost here, and whew, today I have a couple things to talk about. Let me get some things out the way. Gameplay you're seeing in the background is, of course, Modern Warfare 2, but I had a couple of lag issues playing the game, and this is the PS4 version, and I'm on the PS5. Yeah. I mean, I could just download the PS5 version, I guess, for the upgraded graphics, but I couldn't be asked. I ended up just getting a code from my boys, and I was just like, fuck it. But anyways, I really just wanted to talk about how I felt towards this game, and I remember specifically saying, like, last video, like, I don't really care about Modern Warfare 2. I had no hype lead up, you know what I'm saying? I've seen the trailers, I didn't, I literally had low expectations, and my low expectations are showing right here for this game. And I know a lot of people feel a little bit differently towards this game. Some people like it, some people don't like it. The majority that don't like it, we'll get into that in a little bit, and I'm gonna tell you why it's a little meh, it's a little like I'm not feeling it, but I'm sure with a couple of kinks and maybe some fixes, which I'm pretty sure we won't see in the foreseeable future, knowing that this is a beta and this game will be released in literally 2 months. I just want to start off by saying, let's just get the elephant out of the room. Yeah, there's no slide canceling. This doesn't upset me, honestly. I think this evenly paces out the game and makes sure that everyone's on the same type of movement field. Now, I'm not saying that just because, you know, I can't slide cancel. Like, what? Like, I wouldn't say that I can't slide cancel. I'm pretty sure at this given point, everyone knows how to do it. I've been doing it for the past 2 to 3 years playing Modern Warfare 2019. I just don't see like a motive to keep doing it, to keep breaking your controller for it. I just don't see why people do it, right? And I understand it's just to maintain momentum, maintain movement, but it's unneeded in a game where your aim and accuracy, precision is key. Yeah, so there's no slide canceling, but how I mostly feel towards this game is there's a lot of things going on. They changed a lot going back to where they changed the minimap back to where people don't show up as blips on the radar when they shoot, unless you have a perk. And we'll get into that shit in a little bit. So, yeah, no minimap pinging on people whenever they're shooting, even if it's non-silence, is pretty fucking wild. And it just only shows that this game is only trying to go for realism and just force feed it into a newer casual audience. And they swear to God, they say this shit like, oh, this isn't for the, we don't make sure this is for like all the players. But the majority of the features that's in this game is catered to casuals, right? And like I said, pertaining to, the compass where they show up as dots on the map, you know what I'm saying? Um, no one's gonna look all the way up at the top of the screen to look at a blip in the map whenever someone could be in front of them. Like that's just not gonna happen, right? Especially whenever the people are going to be around them. I just don't see the main interest in that. So the weapons feel good. They all feel the same. Um, I never would have thought I'd say that. They literally all sort of kind of just feel the same depending on what attachments you put on. What's your preference, and we're gonna get into that. The whole I'd say with the attachments, even with the pros and cons, I feel like with the weapons you're just a little too slow, even with the attachments. Like it's like as if they don't really do much. I felt that even with SMGs, like sprint to fire speeds and aim in speeds, what I'm saying, are really slow, and it's always the first person that's first aiming that will usually get the win trade. And I just don't like that type of gameplay. It doesn't push people to be aggressive. And you know what I'm saying? But then there's somebody out there, oh, Frost, you don't need to be aggressive in a game like this that shows realism. And it's just like Call of Duty was never about realism. It was never intended to be, right? Now, I guess there's some aspects that I don't mind in it, but the whole general, consensus of Call of Duty wasn't realism, and I don't understand why they're kind of just forcing that into people, like sort of just drip feeding it into people. And like I was saying, um, it's just usually the first person to shoot, aiming. It's why people are just constantly moving around crouched, like you see here. um, it's just weird, you know. I don't like it, and I guess now they sort of kind of revolved around making it to where it is easier to be like a rusher, but my point still stands where it's just very just casual friendly, and they're just making sure every fucking person can at least, like, any type of person can be like a good player. And I don't like systematic approaches like that because a lot of people put their blood, sweat, and tears into hours upon hours on FPSs to get to a skill level where they have. And just for someone that to really really touch a controller and kill someone, you know, repeatedly over cheese is just kind of, there's just no learning process in that. Another thing I want to say is I played this all on controller, and I have not really touched playing controller FPSs in, I'd say, about well over 6 to 9 months. So the gameplay could be rough, gameplay could be good at times. Just know it's there. Another thing that I do not like what they completely did is the perk system. I don't understand why people decide to just fix things that aren't broken or fix things that just simply work. Why are we changing the perk system to just, oh, well, you get two base perks, a bonus perk, and an ultimate perk, making the ultimate perk having ghost and shit like what? What are we doing? You know what I'm saying? Shit that you earn over time. You have two perks and you have two of them that you earn over time playing the game, and depending on how good you do is how fast you get them. I don't like that. I just don't. Why couldn't we just keep our core perk experiences? It doesn't make any sense, bro, on why we try to innovate on things that that's just fixed. And that's the reason why I don't really like Infinity War games that much. You know, it's like they're really great on graphics. Don't get me wrong, they're great on graphics and they'll sell you on it. You know, gameplay could be nice, but it's just how do I put this? What's the word for it? Um, the gameplay is just so catered to casuals, like very like heavily. It's bad, and I don't like that. I simply don't. I don't, bro. It's annoying. Um, yeah, maps surprisingly weren't that bad. You know, this time around, even though it was about a good couple of maps that we got to play, they weren't bad this time around, and were pretty fair. Um, but you know, TTK is still normal. Um, Most of the weapons are really good, including SMGs. Man, like I mean, SMGs are pretty much dominant um, in Modern Warfare 2 right now. I wouldn't say like farly, like super far dominant, but they're just really good right now. I'd say they're pretty fucking good. Oh boy, the HUD. Oh, the UI. The HUD actually I don't mind, but the UI, the main menu UI, they gotta get something done with that. They gotta do something about that. I'm not really fucking with um with that with that whole, like, it looks presentable. The thing is, it looks presentable, but in a case where you're really trying to search for what you need, it just will not work. Um um I'm just like kind of just choice picking though. Not really, bro. But uh I mean, what else can I say? The audio is very loud, and without dead silence being a perk, I mean, at this given point, you'll just hear anybody coming around the corner, no matter what, and that's what's really just irritating me. It's just the fact that everything's so focused on realism that it makes people like it makes people think that this game, like Call of Duty, is supposed to be a tactical experience when it's far from that. It's mostly an arcade shooter, and it's just I can't stand it. I just can't. I try, and I knew I was like, I'm not gonna hype myself up for Modern Warfare 2 at all. I'm not gonna do it. And I did it throughout the whole time of this development process. And it's the reason why I liked Cold War, because Cold War stuck to that arcadey feel, just innovating on smaller things and actually doing well with it. I still would play Cold War to this day because it's just a game that feels like Call of Duty. When I play this, I can think of like 200 other different games that this could relate to. Like I was thinking about what's the game? Battlefield. This definitely relates to Battlefield in any other given way. And I know someone's just like, no, it does not. I can pretty much assure you this game could definitely, like, if you literally took Call of Duty, the brand, if you literally took the brand name off of this game, took and gave it its own IP. If I showed you this gameplay right now, if you close your eyes, opened them after I took off the Call of Duty like label, you would not recognize this game as a Call of Duty title. I can surely promise you that, and I mean that with full intention. I seriously mean it. Um, Good lord, bro. There's just a lot going on with this game that I'm not really fucking with, and I don't know if that's just my experience from whenever I played on controller, because I know I'm going to definitely play it on PC. Maybe I might have a different opinion, but I'm just not feeling it. I'm just not. I just can't. It's hard. It's very hard for me to enjoy a game like this. You know, it's not well polished. Weapon progression is very interesting, and could definitely work. I think the weapon progression is something that's a plus. I can't lie. Um, Yeah, surprisingly, weapon progression doesn't look that bad, and I know over time there's gonna be a little bit more weapons going into the game that is going to feature this type of progression. But other than that, um, I'm not fucking with the perk system. The maps are cool. Um, Characters are cool. You know, everybody's pretty edgy now. It's not very subtle. Subtle. Am I saying subtle? It's not really subtle, and it's not this war, like it's not just a normal war experience. It's like this shit's hitting a fan. Like this shit gets serious. Like even price is masked up. Do you know how hard it is to get price masked up? Oh boy. I mean, there's SBMM in the beta. Like, can we just talk about that? Like, why do we keep having SBMM in the beta? The game is already hardwired to have SBMM in the beta. Already a L for me. I'm not really fucking with that. Oh my god, but Frost, it doesn't matter. SPM is good for the game. Yeah, it's good for the game's longevity, but you know what I'm saying? As a game, when you're testing features, you need to make sure that everyone has, a fair chance. And I'd say SBMM, yes, give them a fair chance, but people are sweating their lives off in a beta. A build that will delete all of your progress except the rewards you get from it after playing the game. That's it. And people are sweating on it. You know what I'm saying? And not really enjoying the experience, but you know. Weapon sights do need a little bit of work. I've seen a couple of scopes, very tight. I'm not fucking with it. And there's just a lot of changes that some are good. I ain't gonna lie. You can drop the bomb now and search and destroy with a single tap of a button. But other than that, I feel like this game, especially whenever you're firing a weapon, it really kicks and it really clouds the vision. It's hard to see sometimes. I can't, especially when you're shooting someone from long range. Oh my goodness, like I just can't. I can't be bothered with that. That's definitely need a tone down. And it's just too much. It's just way too much, bro. Way too much that they try to clutter to make this game look as good as possible and play as efficient as possible, I guess, so to speak. Weapons are pretty strong though, but bro, I'm not really sure if I have much to say on Modern Warfare 2, but just know that I just think right now the beta is in, and I know when the game releases, with the changes that people are asking, hey, we need minimap back. Nope, y'all not getting it, bro. Yeah, and what chance is Infinity Ward And what chance is Infinity Ward going to say, "Hey, we'll give y'all's minimap back"? You know, Activision's going to say, "Fuck no, no, you're not. In fact, we're removing it again and making sure that you don't get a minimap now." It's all Activision, and it's the reason why I just lost all interest in Call of Duties, and I would just play the classic Call of Duties at this given point. But who knows? I could be wrong. Game could get completely changed. Could be a complete mind blowing game. Just a bombshell. Could be a goated game. Could be game of the year. Could be an FPS game of the year. Honestly, because we have not had any good bangers as of late. But or it could fall, plummet. Could get mixed reviews. Could get mostly negative reviews, just like Battlefield 2042. Don't even get me started with that. Literally, someone in EA went into my video, or someone, bro, like, decided to, hey, let me just black out all of this that we're showing here, on a video that doesn't have a missed of 50 views. It's crazy. But we're not getting into that. But, if I was to rate the beta on a scale of 1 to 10, I would give it a 4.5. I literally don't think I could give it a higher score until I know for certain that things are much more straightened out. There are glitches. I've seen some people get under the map. I've seen some people, you know what I'm saying? I've seen people just do some really crazy shit in this game. People are really trying to slide cancel in this game that its biggest intent is to not slide cancel. You know how infected it is into people's brains at this given point. Like, I understand, yes, it's good movement, but it doesn't help. It's not going to help. I don't know. There's not really much I have to say now. I feel like I've gotten my point across, and who knows? I might come back with another video, especially probably after I play it on PC, give an overall. And if not, if I don't, this video is my complete jurisdiction on how I felt about the beta and leading up into release, which I'm not going to be buying Call of Duty this year anyway, unless I'm somewhat a sucker for pain and I just say, fuck it, I'm going to buy it. But with this beta, I'm unimpressed. And yeah. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. And as always,